Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you're all keeping safe and healthy in these trying times. The first half of 2020 presented us with unprecedented challenges, where the ongoing COVID-19 pandemic has been a severe headwind, not only worldwide, but also for our national economy. Pakistan has been one of the worst affected countries, with the economic disruption caused by the pandemic aggravating an already struggling economy. We at Engro Fertilizers acknowledge our position as an essential service, being responsible for 40% of Pakistan's agri-productivity, and consequently recognize the monumental responsibility we shoulder to ensure sustainable food security of our nation. Therefore, ensuring the health and safety of our employees, through which we delivered uninterrupted business operation, has been a foremost priority for the company. In this pursuit, the company has been playing its part in the fight against the challenges posed by the COVID-19 pandemic. We developed and continue to refine a robust business continuity plan that enabled us to be the last plant in the Ghotki district to suffer infections and to largely manage these to a single-digit active patient level. Our business continuity plan, BCP, was, in the words of Marsh, our international insurance adjuster, judged as one of the best he had seen in the last 4 months across 40 plants internationally. But this is a crisis where we are only safe if we are all safe. As you well know, the 1 billion rupee pledge announced by Chairman of Engro Corporation and Daud Hercules Corporation, Mr. Hussain Daud, which focuses on multiple fronts including disease prevention, enabling healthcare practitioners, enabling patient care, and bolstering livelihoods and sustenance. Engro Fertilizers has been at the forefront of helping this effort, partnering with all our sister organizations. As part of this pledge, we have donated 66.5 million rupees to expand COVID-19 testing capacity across Sindh, another 20 million with Shaukat Khana Memorial Hospital to launch COVID-19 testing interventions in southern Punjab, and additional donations have been made through Engro Foundation to support the provision of PPE to frontline hospital workers across Pakistan. Our teams in the field have actively facilitated the testing in these geographies, and we operate by partnering with colleagues in all our sister companies to make this an effective intervention. Let me take a few minutes to apprise you of the specific measures that the company has taken to prevent the spread of COVID-19 in the communities in which we operate, to alleviate hardship faced by the people at large. To this end, affected families in the areas neighboring our production facility, we organized the distribution of rations. Over 1,850 families were supported through these measures during the lockdown. To prevent healthcare services along with preventing the spread of the pandemic, we converted our technical training center into a 176-bed quarantine facility for the surrounding Dharki community. Furthermore, at our TTC, part of it was converted into a free corona testing facility in coordination with the Indus hospitals for free testing of the Dharki community. Over 1,700 people have been tested to date at this facility. To ensure hygiene in our community, disinfectant spraying has been carried out in public places in the surrounding villages, as well as installation of mist walk-through tunnels at different locations in public places, for example, the civil court, the Nadir offices, and other such public areas. Before I delve into an update over the financial performance of the company, let me briefly discuss the significant developments and events in the local fertilizer market during this period. As I shared earlier, the market witnessed a price reduction of 400 rupees per bag during the period, resulting in a price reduction from approximately 2,040 rupees per bag of urea to 1,640 rupees per bag. This, as you may recall, was based on the elimination of GIDC by the government. During the second quarter, the government announced a subsidy package of 50 billion rupees for the agricultural sector, including a very substantial subsidy of 925 rupees a bag on DAP and other phosphatic fertilizers, and a 243 bag subsidy on urea and other nitrogen fertilizers. The subsidy scheme was to be implemented for the Kharif season by the provinces through a scratch card scheme. However, delays in implementation of the subsidy scheme caused the farmers to defer their purchase of fertilizer, resulting in much lower offtake in the months of April and May. With clarity on the scope of the subsidy program and it's being restricted to potassium and phosphate products, sales accelerated in June. The recent budgetary measures have led to a significant increase in the cost of doing business for manufacturers selling to persons not registered under the sales tax regime. The fertilizer industry operates in a very simple value chain where dealers operate on nominal margins. 90% of the industry dealers are filers for income tax purposes but are not registered under the sales tax regime. I am now pleased to provide an update on the operational and financial performance of Engro Fertilizers for the first half of 2020. On an overall basis, the company's consolidated profit stood at rupees 4.5 billion versus 7.2 billion in the corresponding period last year, resulting in an EPS of rupees 3.34 per share versus last year's EPS rupees 5.38. This represents a very significant recovery from the first quarter 2020, where our profit stood at 571 million. By the grace of the Almighty, despite significant regulatory, fiscal and market headwinds, we concluded the first half of 2020 by setting multiple historic records. On the operational front, we recorded the safest possible half year with zero TRIR. I repeat, zero TRIR across our plants for the first 6 months. Furthermore, we managed to achieve yet another milestone with the highest ever yearly urea production of 1,136 KT with the best ever energy efficiency. The fact that this was achieved despite the ongoing pandemic speaks volumes to the sheer operational excellence of our manufacturing team. This was undoubtedly the result of our undeterred focus and commitment to plant safety and efficiency, despite Ghotki district being amongst the worst affected COVID hotspots in Sindh, second only to Karachi. On the front of commercial performance, the company's urea sales during the current period came in at 847 KT versus 887 KT last year, recording a decline of 5% as against an industry downturn of 8%. The month of June witnessed the highest ever monthly urea sales of over 500 KT. This was a gargantuan feat that was achieved by an intensive collaborative team effort across sales, supply chain and finance. Management has been cognizant of the impact that COVID-19 and fiscal headwinds have had on business results. While a lot of efforts have been made to grow our top line, a stringent company-wide cost reduction drive has been launched to preserve shareholder value in the midst of this challenging environment. Other notable events during this quarter included: the company has been recognized by the British Safety Council with the International Safety Award of Merit and the Country Best Joint Award in regards to its HSE-related efforts. The International Fertilizer Association IFA awarded the company with the Green Leaf Runner-Up Award in recognition of its outstanding performance in safety, health and environment in fertilizer production. Our analytical laboratory in Dharki won a quality award in 2019 in recognition of its commitment to continuous quality improvement. This award was presented to us by the Laboratory for Quality Services International USA. Despite the challenges of COVID-19 and a struggling national economy, we believe the runway for growth before us is long and wide. I look forward to the continued confidence, guidance and support of the Board of Directors and our shareholders to help us deliver on Engro Fertilizers' immense potential to develop Pakistan's economy. Thank you.